How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Another commentary. I know you guys like these. I know you guys love these very serious commentaries that I'm going to have going on from now, hopefully every week. But Jesus Christ, man, I said not too long ago, I said maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I said, you know what the most disappointing person on YouTube is? Grade A under A because of X, Y, and Z reasons. And you know what? I guess I found the most second disappointing person on YouTube. And that would be iMustDestroyAll. Someone who I've been subscribed to and following for years. Who I thought, shed a good light on certain YouTubers. And when he actually made rants in this ranting community full of freaking creeps and weird people and people with mental disorders, people who cut themselves and stuff like that. Inside this ranting community, I thought, you know what? At least the diamond in the rough. At least the person that I can go to for pretty much good quality rant videos or drama videos, as I would call them, is iMustDestroyAll. And in one fell swoop, in the course of a couple weeks, or maybe just a couple weeks, he's went from being, highly regarded in this ranting community to now a run-of-the-mill person in this ranting community, someone with an obvious mental problem and someone who has very serious mental issues going on. So what am I talking about? Well, he'll explain it himself. I've already seen Undertaker Freak's video and other videos related to the subject, but I thought I would do a commentary on iMustDestroyAll's because, in this kind of situation, if you got caught doing what he got caught doing, you kind of just want to ignore it, or at least, kind of move yourself away from it. Instead, he decides to dive nose deep in it. And when he dives nose deep into this whole scandal, I guess, involving his channel, he comes up with like the poorest excuses and expects us to just take it at face value. Like, oh yeah, that's obviously what happened. Oh, it's not as it's obviously portrayed here. So guys, and the reason why I'm scrolled down in the comments is you're about to see something hideous when I scroll back up, and I didn't want it to linger on that for a while. So here's Brain Enema, another person with serious mental issues, obviously. But yeah, let's go ahead and watch this iMustDestroyAll exposed video.
Oh, I have so much information it isn't even funny!
The line?
No, it's a race, mate. Whoever comes last goes fucking shopping, mate. Ah, you got me, you bastard.
I think that was a completely pointless... I think that was a completely pointless intro. I think he was trying to delegitimize the people that had exposed him. So he was like, hey, here's an embarrassing clip I have of him. Very petty.
Humans, it is I, must destroy all. The demon from hell. The demon from...
Well, not today. I heard the demon has been requesting some booty pics from the quote-unquote underage girls.
Well, you and I both know our sense of humor, right? I mean, have they seen my content? Yeah, booty no. You're gonna make me a trans lover. You can suck my demonic dick, Claire, and then after I'm done jizzing in your mouth, you'll be an eclair. Let me teach you some astronomy with my cock. See Uranus? Look here, John Ariella. I will rant all on your face.
So to start this off, he's trying to like portray the whole thing as not that big of an issue. It's just my sense of humor. The problem is that these conversations that you're showing right now are in the public, and you have a reason to be making people laugh, and people could probably easily tell that it's a joke, hopefully. But instead, I don't get what the similarity is. One's a private conversation, which you had with a underage girl, at least in your area, and this is an obvious joke put out in the public that people can obviously tell is a joke. So they're not the same. Sorry, man.
Have any of you guys ever snogged finger mouse?
What?
What?
Skip.
Sounds really dirty.
Alright, it's still not the same. Yeah.
I mean, what it boils down to, these people have decided to spread my docs around in the belief that they are meting out some form of mob justice. But if they did some basic research, they would know that the girls I flirted with are 17. And in my state of New York, the legal age of consent is 17. Quick legality for dummies. The so-called...
I don't know if what Asa said is true, because I've seen his videos on the subject as well, but according to him, where iMustDestroyAll lives, it's not legal, but where the girl lives, it is, so therefore it's not legal, because unless he wants to drive or fly to where this person is, it's not legal. And not to mention that the distributing, to my knowledge, in all 50 states, the distribution of naked pictures by anyone under the age of 18 is considered being in possession of child pornography. I believe that's in all states. Correct me if I'm wrong. I may be wrong, but I believe it's illegal in all states. So you still would have been, if you would have got what you wanted, you still would have been breaking the law. I don't think this thing was about you going to visit this person to have sex with them. I think it was the fact that you were requesting. Again, I don't know what he's talking about here. Maybe he saw a different video where someone but every video that I've seen so far has to do with the chat and not this, yes, you can go find a 17. It's legal in my area. It's legal in a lot of states to go, and the age of consent in a lot of places is 16 at the least, 18 at the most. But this is not what people are talking about. You were soliciting pictures from an underage girl or under the age of 18, which would make it illegal, no matter what. So I think he's trying to make up an issue here that he's making up a straw man, I guess, to argue against for the first part of this video before he gets into stuff that actually...
I broke no laws either way. But I love how Cumia Buns gave it a little heart, even though it's completely untrue. I'm not talking about sexual intercourse because that's a different topic. These videos have been out for a few years.
So I guess this could work in some cases, but instead of actually going against the information, he's like, "Hey, I'm going to defraud these people that are making accusations," and even then, this isn't the main accusation that people have. My God, please get to what this is. A 40-something minute long video. Oh my God, get to the actual point, dude.
I don't have any interest in it.
How about this? Since we're into a sea of irrelevant information, let me see if I can find these. Because now he's going to, these people that are making these okay, whatever.
Interesting. So Sunshine has self-admitted to pedophilia. Then there's the Frost review. Need a high sub count in order for you to hop on these bandwagons? Here's a piece of advice for the bitchy Navy hero.
I feel like I'm making a freaking reaction video. Sorry, guys, but I mean, it's just...
anything spewed from these people.
I thought this was a lot shorter.
Juicy bandwagon drama. Also,
I'm jumping right on that bandwagon.
Buns actually told me
actually, it's probably over by now.
You were actually talking shit about me. Yeah, man, we were the best of friends. Under the New York Penal Code, possession of child pornography
relevant information finally
as possession of a sexual performance by a child. Sexual performance by a child means sexual conduct by a child who is less than 16 or 17 years old. Do you know what less means? Seeing as some of you must have skipped math class, less than 16 through 17 means 15 and below. And yet Sai-chan was 17 at this very point.
That can't be right.
And the big fat lying rat holds the porn. So remind me again your point.
I have to look that up.
Slinging crusade. But if you truly believe I hold this pornography, call the cops. Call the cops first, then make videos on it. You know damn well that the grotesque two-faced cunt has it, and actually had a thing with it.
I mean, if this was... Either there's a different law regarding child pornography as far as websites go, but I don't see a lot of 17 or 16-year-olds on the internet, so I would think it would be illegal. I may have to look it up myself.
Started this scandal even states in the conversation, 1 more year, the age of 18. And in her state of Ohio, the legal age of consent is 16. So she is in a state...
Like, even in that... Here, let me... I know you guys can't see it because I'm in the way. Now get older. The fact that he's including these pictures doesn't make it look any better for the main reason why people are getting onto his shit. But it says, now get older, sucker. She says, one more year, and then he says, then I get... This is... I was never this desperate. I was never so desperate to the point where I was begging. I was like, yes, then I get freaking nudes. Then I can... Are you serious, dude? This looks so stupid for you right now. This looks... And you use this picture, you just throw it up. You just throw it up. Oh, yeah, look, I'm... Oh, my God, man.
And in her state of Ohio, the legal age of consent is 16. So she is in a state where it's legal to have sex at 16, but I actually waited until she was 18 before engaging in any type of relationship with her online only. Do you notice and understand the legal age changes from state to state? But if you still want to see me in jail, call the cops. File a police report and post it up on Twitter or wherever if you really have an issue of it being flagged.
This isn't what people are talking about.
So go ahead and do it. So here's a quick PSA for
this isn't what you really have to worry about.
If they justice and
kind of going off topic since he's still rambling about this stuff. What was the need to like come out of demon form and show your real self? I mean, you could have easily just said, like, for the most part, you didn't really even have to bring up this stuff, because if what you were saying is true, which part of it I think is, like, you don't need to, you kind of need to ignore it. This video could have been half the size or half the length it is, and instead of being 47 minutes, it could have been 20-something minutes, unless you're going to continue wasting time on this. To my knowledge, this isn't what people are going apeshit about. They're going apeshit over the chat logs that you have of you being very freaking creepy. But, whatever.
protecting someone.
You ruined your own identity, dude.
This is about...
This is the Streisand effect, essentially. Congratulations, iMustDestroyAll. You made yourself look like an idiot.
Saw the comments and clicked off it.
Probably what I should have done on this video, actually.
It would cause the Streisand effect to happen.
And you're doing it now. What?
What? Re-upload for showing my miserable mug in the thumbnail. You see that? That's pretty fucking miserable. Till I realized that was extremely counterproductive and would just cause more of a Streisand effect. Is it so hard for these people to believe that?
Yeah, the Streisand effect. So let's see. I'm not seeing a lot of videos with a lot of views compared to this one, which has 6,751. You want to talk about the Streisand effect, dude? Like, so you're not going to post pictures on your Facebook. You're not going to talk about this on your Facebook. You're not going to, you know, make comments. You're not going to do anything about that. But you're instead going to make a 40-something minute video about it, and then say in there, oh, I don't want the Streisand effect to happen. I don't want to get, like, you're making yourself look like a jackass.
Maybe.
Damn,
just
dude.
Maybe. If anybody can flag it and it gets easily taken down, what does that tell you? And if it's not that, it's the fact that the main rest of these videos about me be left up.
Sorry, his
From
voice
my
is kind of just
experience
fading
when
into the
I had
background
strikes
with
on
the
my
music.
channel, it made
I'm
me
listening to it.
extremely vulnerable to videos being flagged down.
All right,
And then you have a
can we
bunch of
skip?
people that may just want to see this
Oh,
bullshit
finally, the chat
escalate
logs?
even further. Show me the proof that I've been blackmailing all these people. But what I do know is she told me some personal problems of hers, and I tried to give advice on it. You know,
You were
what I
being a
normally
white
do
knight,
for
huh?
Anybody, regardless of their gender. Which even a few of these mudslingers making videos about me.
I remember you making... I must destroy all. I don't remember you making any videos like trying to help out guys on your channel. I remember you making a video defending Queenie because people were saying that you only liked her because of her tits, and you had to make a video about that. I remember you making several donation videos for, I think it was Queenie. Then there was another female that was homeless or something. I can't really remember all the stuff that you've been a part of. A lot of the stuff that you've done has to do with other females. That's strange. I don't recall any male-oriented, you know, donations and charities and stuff like that. But, hey, whatever. But at the very least, you said that this girl was having problems and you came in, and so it sounds like you're a white knight for this girl. So probably explains why you were so... Sounds like you were very entitled to get nudes from this girl. Oh my god, man.
Attest to. For starters, Mr. Repsion. And to think just a month ago that this guy apologized to me for dox dropping me
Here's what you could have done, man. Like, don't make this video, and if someone says, oh, look at all these people making videos, then you could easily point out why, at that point you can easily point out why, you know, these people have it out for you. You've had a history with Mr. Repson. You've had a history with Undertaker Freak 1127. You have a history with a majority of these people, and they have every reason to falsify information and, you know, bring you down. And instead, you make a 47-minute video of you making excuses. Like, it just seems all over the place. It seems like you didn't even know how to deal with this. You made several irrelevant points. Then you brought up information that didn't really have to do much with anything, and then
And all the drama between us years ago. And now he's back to despising me again and hopping on the bandwagon. Believing
wonder
any
why.
sort of biased sources. But hey, whatever fits his...
I wonder why a person, you know, who found these disturbing chat logs of you talking and demanding pictures from an underage girl would have an issue with you all of a sudden. Damn, why would that happen?
narrative. Without context, this conversation looks horrible, but with the full context of what went on, it's more understandable. And to just point out that this girl was in fact 17, and lives in a state of Michigan where the age of consent is 16.
I'll let you pause and read these. I've already read them, but just pause, and it's obvious that these are very, very, very creepy posts of him demanding nudes, demanding pictures from this girl that's under 18,
By the way,
17-year-old.
all sources of this information is linked in the description. The context of the conversation was that we were discussing dominance and submission.
Are you kidding me, dude? You're discussing dominance and submission. It doesn't look like you're discussing, oh, yeah, have you ever tried chains and whips before? Oh, yeah, what would that be like? Oh, yeah, that's discussion about dominance and submission. You are trying to be, it sounds like, dominant. But this doesn't even seem like roleplay. It sounds like a desperate man. Like, there's several ways you could go about role-playing dominance and submission. Not demanding pictures on the internet. That's the last thing that comes to mind when I think of dominance and submission. Is there a fetish for send me your naked pics or I'll get mad? Or like, seriously, dude? I mean, if this is your excuse? This is terrible, dude. No wonder you have so many dislikes. No one believes this shit.
The conversation had a sub-dom roleplay. So I was
Oh
being
my God,
demanding and
no,
forceful in
man.
the role of somebody dominant.
No.
It was completely reciprocative until the roles got carried away. And bear in mind,
The roles got carried away. Are you... I'll let you make up your own mind, people who are watching this.
this was between two
Oh, man.
consenting adults privately and should have been kept that way. I had no intent of giving this...
I think the reason why it was given away is probably because the girl was freaked out. Because you were... For someone who was doing, you know, role-playing... It screams that wasn't the case. That wasn't what was going on. You're demanding pictures and saying that she... I never did this, guys. I've never done anything like this, and I was about 2 or 3 years ago, I was the most cringiest freaking guy trying to white knight, but I never demanded pictures.
this person an anxiety attack or scaring her. When I realized she was having an anxiety attack,
So... Are you kidding me? So you're role-playing, right? You guys have already established this role-playing. And she has a panic attack while you're role-playing for some odd reason, even though you guys know what you're doing. Are you kidding me? I must have... Like, you rendered this and thought it was a great idea. Like, you thought it would be... This will go perfectly fine with my viewership. Everyone will believe this.
and when I calmed down as well through my irrational behavior, I did
And now you're saying it's irrational. I'm very confused. Is it role play or is it irrational behavior, man? Like, what are you talking about? Which one is it?
apologize. If this person's feelings didn't matter to me, I wouldn't have apologized in the first place. It was very out of character. And I would think Mr. Repsion, of all people...
Yeah, she got uncomfortable with you demanding pictures. You saw that she maybe wasn't talking to you, or that you were probably screwed and that Mr. Repsion knew about all this, and then all of a sudden you're apologizing right afterwards. This is so... You can easily tell what this is, man. Like, your reputation as far as being anywhere near intelligent flies out the window with this video. Because you expect everyone who's viewing this to be completely freaking retarded, man.
Would know the concept of sub-dom roles since he's such a little bitch. So I broke no laws.
Hilarious,
today.
man.
As you will see, I am being targeted, and one of the worst things...
And now after that, now he's being victimized. I'm being targeted. Feel bad for me, guys.
they could find on me is that I threatened to stop talking to somebody online.
You threaten to stop... This is infuriating, dude. You're insulting the intelligence of every last one of your freaking viewers. What the fuck? You... Oh my god.
I want you to think about that for a second. I am not an...
Someone said that they weren't going to give you pictures and you said you were going to block them after... Like,
exposed channel. Yeah, you fucking are. I am against people who talk to quote-unquote minors.
the majority... Well, I'll disagree with Mr. Epsilon not being an exposed channel. He's at least 50%. He's exposed, half exposed, and half something else.
Talks to and associates with Basherverse who has actually been convicted. Does he really care? Or is his moral compass all over the place based on subscriber count?
So now he's going to try and delegitimize Repsion. You know, this could have worked, like I said earlier, if he would have ignored the whole thing and said, like, look at these freaking people. They're trying their best, you know. They're trying to find anything on me that they can. But instead, you do that, but you, mash it up with, bullshit excuses, and you trying to play victim and everything.
Pornography. For revenge.
So now he's going to go into how all these people... So now he's going to do what he should have done. And, discredited these people, guys, I'm not even going to bother with this. Just pretend like the whole conversation didn't happen. But instead, the whole part of that conversation, him talking about the Discord chat that he had with this girl, ruined this video. If he would have done just this, hey, look at all these people who are on my case again, grasping at anything they can, and that would have been it. You would have been fine, man.
But the internet...
But you made it so transparent when you showed these conversations and you were giving excuse after excuse and, oh, it's domination, it's role play, that's what ruined this video
Forgot
for
about
you.
That. And then there's Ben Dick Johnny Boy, Undertaker Freak 1127, a guy who has been sipping on the anti-MDA cool, or I'm gonna feel like a piece of shit for just completely ignoring.
So let's see, is that what the rest of this video is about?
To prove my innocence. Watch this video regarding the drama going on and listen to what she has to say.
Let me address a few things first. This is going to be a shaky recording because I think my blood sugar kind of dropped because I haven't really been eating right.
She's dying, man. She can't make the video. It's going to be hard for her.
I haven't. Some personal stuff just got out. I wish it didn't get out, but I was given an ultimatum and I made the choices I don't want to talk about the target of the situation because honestly I'm just waiting on this to die down, or I hope it went through and deleted. I'm more than likely going to delete my Facebook and start anew, so I'll let you guys know in about a month or two's time.
So I just sat through all this, and it was her saying things are bad, or I feel bad, and my information got out, or whatever.
Target? Ultimatum? Are you sure I'm the one who was blackmailing? Are you sure I'm the master manipulator? And if you need another example, just look at the conversations he released having with Mr. Repsion after Repsion didn't do things as quick or the way he wanted them to be done. This is the way he has treated toxic myself back then. But there's a reason why my motivation isn't there anymore to make the videos I used to. I have moved on and improved my life. To the people in the so-called ranting community, You guys can keep dragging it and obsessing over this as much as you
You're
want.
all freaking crazy.
Because I know this bandwagon being self-justification for your disgusting actions. But I've said my piece.
Which is what you've done
After
in this video
you
with
guys
your
can
constant
continue your
excuses.
gossip and continue to think of me as this horrible person. But I will not be associating with a lot of...
All right, he's cutting everyone off who's talked about this. He's not associating with anyone in the ranting community anymore, and he's going to continue not to make videos. That's cool. Fine. I have, in all honesty, I don't have a lot of problems with this video, except for the fact that he brought up some stupid excuses for trying his hardest to solicitate I think naked photographs from or photographs in general from an underage girl, 17 years old. And the fact that you had to come up with as many excuses as possible that were just outright stupid doesn't make it look good at all. In fact, if the whole video would have been just, you know, a short video where it's like, hey guys, Repsion and Undertaker Freak and everyone that has had a problem with me in the past is getting together to try and, you know, ram this story about me down your throats. Just giving you guys a heads up. None of this happened or whatever. Usually, and you could have easily bypassed all this shit, but instead you decided to just ram it down our throats yourself and give us a half-assed excuse as to what happened and why the stuff happened. Should you go to jail? No. Are you a creeper? Yeah, because I don't know very many people who would harass someone and beg and plead and constantly. I know a lot of old people in their like 50s who talk to like 20 and teenage girls or whatever, trying to get their pictures. I know some people who do that, but it's crazy, man. Why did you even bother? So I'm going to end it there. There's another like little snip. There's another 7 minutes to this. And if it's anything like the rest, it's probably going to be some more horse shit. But that's all I got to say about this. He's getting torn apart in the comments. He's getting torn apart in his ratings. Oh man, you screwed this one up bad, MDA. You screwed this one up pretty damn bad. So that's all I got to say. I'm sorry this video was a lot longer. I'll try and cut it down. I don't know what it's going to wind up being. But Jesus Christ, I didn't realize it was 40-something minutes. Really, that main part of him making excuses for the chat he was having was what I wanted to talk about. And that's about it. But damn, dude. You screwed yourself. Congratulations, MDA. You screwed yourself. So this is That's Doable. I will see you guys later. Bye.